Alright, so this is a deck that easily beats Ursula's DeepTrouble. It's specifically just built for going from easy, normal, hard, and extreme. And I'll kind of go over like the selection or like the choices and how it makes it easier to build it all the way from easy to extreme. So as we figured out, Ursula draws more cards as she gains more lore because of the items, and also the actions get rid of your board. So this is how I was able to make the build. And with the new Aladdin, every time he quests, he's able to banish an item. So that gets rid of like the first turn item that makes her gain lore right away. So with that, we also play the for Benja, because you can also, outside of Aladdin, just you can keep him on the board and quest and then banish an item. Benja can also quest for 2, and also at the same time you can bounce it with the Madam Mim fox or the snake, replay him again, and then banish another item. That keeps her from gaining lore from those items. And then as you can see, the next one would be triple Tiana, and we opted into only 3 Tiana just because if you have way too many copies of her, you can't drop it. You gotta clear out your hand. So it's basically a lore turbo with a way to get rid of the items and prevent her from playing the actions. So these are the main cards. That's the essential part to be able to beat Ursula's DeepTrouble. And then the other steel part would just basically be able to get rid of some of the characters, which is Captain Hook and Smee. So we got 4 copies of each, just so Smee can stay alive, because you have a captain, which is Captain Hook, and you can still quest for 2, and it has a 3/3, so it can try because it has a lot of like big characters. So that's all for the steel part. For your quest turbo, you have the 4 Maleficent, and then for Pinocchio, just so you can keep going for the lore. Try and get to 20 as soon as possible before she can even get to 40, which again you can slowly stop that by trying to stop the items and getting rid of your characters using her actions. And we have just the bounce package, which will be able to protect your characters by bouncing them back, recast them. Also at the same time, they're 3/3 attack, so it does help out. So we have those guys, and also Fox helps out a lot because you can bounce it, and then also at the same time it has a 4 attacks, which helps out a lot. So there's those guys, and then like I said, since it's a lore turbo, we have the 4 goat, helps out, and then the 2 Merlin, because again Ursula's characters are huge. They have big defenses and big attack, so the Merlin crab does help out. And since unless she has a reckless character, she doesn't really attack, she just tries to lure. Having the Arthur to be able to gain lore faster does help out a lot. Evasive, this has a couple of combinations where you can play Pascal, play the Merlin crab, just so you can get rid of the Hey Hey, because she does have Hey Hey. Can't remember if she has another character that has evasive as well, but it does help out because then she doesn't really attack unless she has reckless, but it does help out. For Rafiki, you can still quest for 1 if you can't attack anything, but again with the crab, then you can just go ahead and challenge another character. So this is the interesting part. We play 1 Bruno Madrigal, because if you can name the card on the top of your deck, you gain 3 lore, which in combination of that, you play Bosses on a Roll, because Bosses on a Roll rearranges your top 5 of the deck, so you can actually customize it to where if you want to lure faster, or if you need some more attackers like the Mim Fox, or need to balance like the Mim Snake, or you just need to gain more lore with Arthur, you can, depending on what you need during that situation, you can. But it does have synergy with the Bruno Madrigal, so you can name the exact card and then gain 1 lore from bosses on a roll and gain 3 lore from Bruno. So that one's a pretty cool tactic that you can utilize. That's an action song as well, so you can play it. Another action song would be the Friends on the Other Side, so you can gain advantage. And Spellbook. I personally just really like Spellbook just for gaining 1 lore every turn, so it's pretty nice. And then the last one would be Queen's Castle, because it does gain you the 2 lore, and once again she doesn't challenge unless she has a reckless character. So if you have characters in here at the start of your turn, you'll gain 2 lore, and also at the same time you're just gonna be able to establish and put characters there turn after turn after turn, and you just gain advantage by drawing cards, which you can draw into characters that you can quest right away. It makes it to where it's a faster version. Before she can get to 40, you guys can get to 20 lore, no problem at all. So again, this is a custom deck. We definitely tried using the our own builds. It was very difficult, no pun intended, actually all the pun intended, also extreme. It was difficult, and even with this custom deck on extreme was still pretty hard to beat Ursula DeepTrouble challenges, just because she gains too much lore so fast, she gains so much character too fast. But we decided to make a custom deck to make it easier to beat her. But yeah, if you guys want to try that out, try that build and see if you can tag team, do a co-op against Ursula, feel free to try it.